So today is day 16, very important chapter in today's times, magic and miracles in health. We've already done one chapter on health, which was what did we do?
Magical health.
And what did we do in that chapter?
Yes, ma'am, we had to write or tell why we were grateful for our health.
So what was it? We made a card, remember? What was it?
The
gift of health is keeping me alive.
Yes. And all of you have stuck it somewhere. All of you are reading it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Lovely. Awesome. So day 16, magic and miracles in health. What can you see in the picture is, see, this is a mirror image which says magic elixir. So let's understand, and there are bottles over here which are full of magical potions, some medicines or magical potions, as it says magic elixir. And see, these are the smaller bottles, and some are, these are called amber bottles, in which it's little, you all must have seen this bottle. Some of the medicine bottles are little, a different color, and it's opaque. It's not as transparent as this. And the beauty of amber bottles is that whatever medicine, whatever liquid is put in, it doesn't spill out. So this is the importance of an amber bottle. So when you travel, you carry such bottles, if you want to carry medicines. And look how the magic dust is falling on it. So what does this mean? Okay, can anybody find out the meaning of elixir? Look into the dictionary. What's the meaning of elixir? What's the meaning of elixir?
It's a magical or medicinal potion.
Yeah, and what does it do? It's a cure for all, a potion guaranteed to induce love, and it's a medicinal solution. So today's chapter will tell you that how we can make the elixir of our life, how we can be the creator of the elixir in our life, and we can actually do it. So are you all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I searched it and it was saying like man's defender or warrior.
Elixir, you typed it incorrect. What's the spelling you've typed?
ALX.
No, it's ELIXIR. Okay. So let's start reading the chapter. So now we all know that we are in the third week of our magic book journey, and every day as we go to a new chapter, the intensity of gratitude increases. So for all those who are missing today's chapter, they are missing a very important thing, which is the need of the hour every time. I mean, now in this moment where we are, where the entire world is in, everyone is talking about health, everyone is talking about immunity, and gratitude is one thing which actually increases your immunity, provided you practice it without any break, in a concentrated way. So let's read the chapter. Kashvi.
Miracles are not contrary to nature, but only contrary to what we know about nature.
Saint Augustine, read the entire thing, no?
Saint Augustine, 354 to 430, theologian and Catholic bishop.
Yes. So, what are miracles? Miracles are something that happens unexpected. They are magics, right? Magics and miracles are same thing. So, if we look around in nature, we see that actually nature is full of miracles. It's full of miracles. If you have observed that there is a specific time when the sun rises and there's a specific time when the sun goes down. Of course, it changes according to the weather conditions, according to the seasons, the change of seasons. So, and there's a specific time when the moon rises, and there's a specific time when the moon goes down and the sun comes out. And before the sunrise is there, there is a specific time when the birds start chirping. How do they know? I sometimes wonder, how do they know that before the sun comes out and they start chirping an hour or 1.5 hours before, somewhere around 4 o'clock? And if you are awake at that time, if you enjoy the chirping of the birds and if you can hear, and sometimes it happens with me, without looking at the clock, I can understand that it's this time. And how amazing it is that the birds, without knowing the time, they chirp at the same time.
You are unmuted.
Okay, so I'll have to mute you all. Kashvi, I'm unmuting you, okay? Giving you the permission. Yes, Kashvi, unmute yourself.
We should feel healthy.
Wait. I'm explaining. So, is everybody understanding that how the birds, they know at the same time they chirp and they, they sing, because that is the way they express themselves. And it's really beautiful when you hear them in the morning when everything is silent and when you wake up with the sound of the birds and wondering that how at the same time they do that. So miracles are always in nature, and you all must have seen the movie Harry Potter. So many magics and miracles they have shown. Do you feel that something like this, what they have shown in Harry Potter, actually exists in some part of the universe? Yes, no? Yes, no, write it on the chat. Do you feel that something like this exists in some part of the universe? What they show in Harry Potter? Yes. Yes. So the only difference is that we cannot see it. We cannot. What is happening? Why so much noise is coming from behind? I muted everyone now. Ashvi, is it at your end?
Yeah, ma'am. My brother is speaking.
So please make sure that nobody is speaking.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, miracles do exist at every point in nature, every point, every time they do exist. Only thing is that our eyes cannot perceive, our eyes cannot see that. So today's chapter is going to tell us miracles that take place in the area of our health, how we can create miracles in the area of our health. And it's really beautiful to understand. So my invitation to all of you is that we be attentive as the reader is reading, and you also read the chapter. And what about the 3 takeaways? Nobody is interested in writing it on a group. Nobody wants to write, or you haven't understood. Yes? Ashvi, you were writing the 3 takeaways. Why you didn't post it on our group?
And yesterday you told me to write the takeaway, but I couldn't just get the point. I did make when you
But you have the book now. You have the PDF. You have the book.
But the book that's in the phone, it wasn't charging. So, but what I didn't understand was that when we hold a coal in our hand to throw at others, we eventually burn ourselves.
That's okay. Don't mention it right now. You were told to write it in the group. 3 takeaways, right? So I don't know if you all don't want to do what is being told to you all, then maybe, you won't be able to. There is a reason why we are doing all this. There's a reason why I'm telling you all to do, so that you absorb the chapter properly. And anytime in future, if you just see the name of the chapter, and you'll remember those 3 takeaways. So the choice is yours. Okay, please continue. We should feel healthy.
We should feel healthy, energized, and full of happiness most of the time, because that is how it feels to have a birthright of full health. The reality, however, is that a lot of people don't feel this way very often, if ever. Many people are dealing with illness, problems, and the functioning of their body, or suffering from bouts
of depression and other mental. Read slowly and read properly, Ashvi.
Bouts of depression, and other mental health problems, which are all states of less than full health. Gratitude is one of the
Pause here, please pause here. So, how many of you have heard that when a baby is born, the child 99% of the time, when we are born healthy, isn't it? How many of you have heard the doctor saying that this is an unhealthy child and the doctor gives the child to you? No. When a child is born, the child is full of energy, full of enthusiasm, full of excitement. You know, a 1-year-old child or a 2-year-old child, when you play with that child, they're so energetic. You can run after them. You will get tired, but they will not get tired. You can play with them, you will get tired, but they will not get tired. There's so much of enthusiasm and energy. So when we are born with complete full health. That's our birthright of full health. But are we always like that? No, because we don't not only our physical health, but our mental and intellectual health, the psychological health also. We don't take care of our thoughts and feelings. That's the reason we become less than full health. I really like this line, you know, when somebody asks you now that how are you feeling when you are when your health is not proper, then you can say, don't say that no, I'm not feeling well. Say I'm feeling less than full health. It's a very good way of saying, because it doesn't sound negative. It you know, and when you say I'm not feeling well, then what are you doing? You're bringing in more and more situations of not feeling well, because the law of attraction will say you're not feeling well, so it will bring more and more of not feeling well feeling to you. That's the reason. This is a very beautiful line which Rhonda has told us to use, that you are feeling less than full health. And how do you feel that? Let's read the next para.
Gratitude is one of the fastest ways I know to magically begin experiencing the full state of health you are meant to have in your body and
And mind.
mind. All the miracles of healing we see happen are simply the result of full health being restored instantly in the human body, where before there was less than full and perfect health. If you don't think gratitude creates miracles in your health and body, then read some of the thousands of miracle stories on the secret website www.thesecret.tv/storystime. Gratitude's magical power increases the natural flow of health to the mind and body and can assist the body in healing more quickly, as countless studies have shown. The magical power of gratitude also works hand in hand with good bodily care, nutrition, and any medical assistance you might have chosen to follow. When there is some kind of sickness or condition in your body, it's understandable that you might have negative feelings about it, like worry, frustration, or fear. But having negative feelings about sickness does not restore health. In fact, it has the opposite effect. It reduces health even more. To increase your health, you need to replace the negative feelings with good feelings, and gratitude is the easiest way to do it.
We'll pause here. So, what is that one thing? Obviously, when we are reading the entire book, there is different ways of how gratitude can change your life. And in today's chapter, gratitude is one of the fastest things that can, you know, bring your less than full health into full health, whether it's mental health or physical health. So we saw in the Secret movie there's a lot of disturbance, Kashvi, I think. So either you work on it or I'll have to give to another reader.
Okay, ma'am. So can I just go to another room?
Yeah, you could do that, please. It will be great.
I just mute for a minute.
Yeah, that's okay. So I'm explaining the meaning. So all the miracles of healing, you know, we saw in the Secret movie when the lady who got cancer, she was just seeing all those comedy movies and laughing movies, and she laughed and laughed, and we know that laughter is the best medicine for health. So you know, and she cured her cancer without taking any medicines. That was really wonderful. Cancer is one disease where the doctors say that, you know, it can be fatal, and there is a lot of medications, strong medications, chemotherapy, and all that goes, radiation, and on top of that, the entire, the health goes down. And but she healed herself. We saw in the Secret movie. How many of you remember that? Yes, no? How many of you remember seeing this scene in the Secret movie? Lovely. So, and also the men who, there was that man who fell down from, there was an accident of the airplane, and he fell down and all his bones were broken, including his ribs. They were all fractured. And then he just thought in his mind that when he was hospitalized, he told one thing to himself, that I'm going to walk out of this hospital without any support. And he did it. Took him many months to do it, but he did it. So what cannot happen? If the mind is powerful, if the mental health is good, then the physical health will always be good. Because anything which happens in the physical body, all of you please understand this. For anything what happens in the physical body, whether it's a fever, whether it's a cold, cough, headache, whether it's something with your organs, whether it's a heart attack, first it happens in the mind. First the mind experiences it. How? In the form of thoughts, then feelings, and then it happens in the mind. It changes. First it makes changes in the mind, there are changes in the mind, and then it actually comes to the physical body, which we call as a disease. So gratitude increases the natural flow of health to the mind and body. How? Because if you are grateful, supposing, you have to start with your own body itself. So supposing you are less than full health, you have a knee pain, or you fell down accidentally and you didn't know what happened. So then what do? To heal that part of your body which is not functioning properly now, which is unhealed, what you can do is, when you are in pain, or when you have got hurt or something, what you can do is, to heal that part of the body, you give gratitude to the other parts of the body. And you can try doing it today. We'll do a visualization and you'll understand that as we read further. So the magical power of gratitude works hand in hand with good bodily care, nutrition, and any medical assistance you might have chosen to follow. So if there is any less than full health, any disease in your body or your mind, if you support it with nutrition, eating good food means what? Not the junk food which we all like. We all know what is junk food, so I would not go into the details of it. But having proper home cooked food, whatever is cooked at home, because when somebody cooks food, the energies which goes in making the food, with what mind the person is cooking, with what intention the person is cooking, is very, very important. Although now we know to sprinkle magic dust on it, right? Everybody, when you're eating food now and drinking water, are you sprinkling the magic dust? Are you remembering it? Yes, no? And do you feel when you do that, there is a change in the taste of the food? Yes, no? You feel better when you eat that food? Have you noticed that? Nobody is saying anything. Okay, lovely. So when there's some kind of sickness, what is sickness? Less than full health. You just understand that you have negative feelings in your, you just have to check yourself. When you check yourself, you understand that either you're fearful about something, or you're irritable or frustrated about something, you're angry about something, or you're worrying about something. Something of this, or of any of the negative emotions which is below the line feeling is there. And when it is over a period of time, okay, and what is the opposite of that? That the opposite effect is what? So first, either you be grateful, then your full health. And if you are having these negative feelings, then what happens? It reduces your health even more. So now what do you want to do? What do you want to focus on? You need to replace the negative feelings with good feelings, and gratitude is one of the most powerful ways of increasing your good feelings, increasing your health. It's the easiest and the most powerful. Do you agree with this? Yes, no? Does everybody agree? Only one person is writing. What about the others? What is happening? Okay, okay. Please continue reading. Most people also have, many people also have critical thoughts. You've muted yourself. Yes, Kashmir, unmute yourself.
Yeah. Ma'am, now there is no noise.
Yeah, this is better. Many people also
Ma-
have,
Many people also have critical thoughts and feelings of dissatisfaction about their physical appearance.
dissatisfaction.
Dissatisfaction. Unfortunately, those thoughts and feelings also reduce the magical law of health. When there's something you don't like about your body, you're not being grateful for your body. Think about it. By the law of attraction, complaints about your body bring more problems to complain about. And so, complaining about your body or appearance.
Yeah, so let's read this line and then we'll come back. Puts your very health at
Okay.
risk. So now, what are the complaints that one can have? So all of you, please identify what are the complaints you have about your health. Maybe you don't like your nose, maybe you don't like your lips, maybe you don't like your face structure, maybe you don't like you are getting hair fall, maybe you want to get a flat belly and you keep on complaining in your mind every time you look at yourself. So either you are criticizing yourself, or maybe you have weak eyesight, you don't like your specs, or whatever, so many things are there when you look at yourself in the mirror, or you just see yourself just like that, and you don't like few things about yourself. So tell me one thing, all of you, it's a question which is open to all of you. Supposing you want to, so if there is hair fall, or as Meher has written, I don't like my weak eyesight. Meher, what is the other way to express this feeling, this fact, what you wanted to express? You said I don't like. So the universe doesn't understand negative words. So what will the universe do? It will make your eyesight more and more weak because you've written I don't like. So what is the other way you can say, Meher, and the rest of you also?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yes.
I want to make my eyesight more better.
So when you say I want, the universe will keep you wanting. So how is the other way you can say?
I will make my eyesight more better by using gratitude.
This is much better, but not I will, because I will again put you in the future tense. You always talk of the present tense, whatever whatever is your desire, just write it in the present tense as if it is already there. So how would you write?
My
Wait a minute, Kashvi. My eyesight is clear and strong. That's what you want, right? That's what. So focus on what you want and you feel as if you've already got it. This is one beautiful thing which we learn from this book, the magic book, to change our beliefs. So can anybody tell me what is a belief? What is a belief before we go further? What is a belief? Because beliefs take us away from our truth, and the beliefs are, when it comes to manifestations, beliefs they win, then the manifestation, whatever you want to bring in your life, if your beliefs are very strong, the beliefs will always win. So what is a belief? Can anybody tell? Can anybody write it on the chat? What is a belief? Belief. Can you look in the dictionary? What is a belief? Is anybody looking? Are thinking of something being, no, you didn't do. Darsh, did you look in the dictionary? Or you're saying, because we all know the meaning. I want the dictionary meaning. So the dictionary says belief is trust, faith, or confidence in something. Okay, feeling that something is true, morally good or right, or that somebody or something really exists. Yes. So what can anybody say one belief that you have about your health? As Meher mentioned about her eyesight, that was a belief she had, right?
Ma'am, can I say?
Yeah.
My hair is very beautiful and silky.
My hair is very beautiful and
Silky.
silky. So this is a belief you created just now, or you had a different belief about your hair?
No, ma'am, it already is, and my hair really are like that.
Very good. So this is a very good belief that you have about your hair, and you feel really good about yourself each time you
Yeah.
brush your hair or you see yourself, and you really feel good about it, right? So like that, there are some, I would not say negative beliefs, but I would say self-restrictive beliefs, which don't allow us to grow. So when it comes to health, then I mean, you can write anything about your body, about your weight. Weight is one issue where everyone has a belief in, and they can't change it. Many people, when they are on when they want to reduce weight, actually they put on more weight. So Vyom is writing, I don't like, again it's Deepa Shah Vyom. I don't like the structure of my face. Okay. So Vyom, you will be surprised that if you change the structure of this sentence, you will start liking the structure of your face. Can you write? How can you express in another way? My height is very good and I'm tall. Yes, this is a very positive belief. Yes, Vyom, can you reframe this sentence? My face is very nice. Do you feel, when you're saying this, do you feel positive about it, or you've just, it feels no? Like, sometimes what happens is when we change our belief, the mind accepts something, the old one, and the words are spoken of, the new words are spoken. So little you are saying. Very good. So can you change in another way so that you feel you can really accept it? What was your original sentence? Vyom? So you can say that the structure of my face is really beautiful. This sounds much more positive. Okay? The structure of my face is really beautiful, or I love the structure of my face. Whichever you want to choose. Okay, so this is how we change our beliefs, So very important for you all to understand what is a belief, because from 0 to 7 years, mostly the beliefs are formed. How beliefs are formed? By the inputs which we get from our parents first, and our immediate environment, which is our family and our teachers and our school. These are the places where we pick up our beliefs. Okay, so if you all can understand now only to reverse your beliefs, it will be very good for you, because coming at age later on, it is possible. Even an 80-year-old person can change his or her belief, but it takes a little while because you've already lived with that belief so many years. So now is the right time for you all to change your beliefs. Yes. Many people, please continue. Okay, we read this. Sorry. Whoever does not have gratitude, have you muted yourself? What are you doing?
Wait, ma'am, sorry. Whoever does not have gratitude for the health and body, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. Whoever has gratitude for their health and their body will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance of health to their body.
Yes, so these lines, I really love these lines. You just memorize these lines for your life. Whoever does not have gratitude for their health and their body, even what he or she has will be taken from him. Or this is an absolute truth. You can't deny this, because this is the law of the universe. And whoever has gratitude, since we're talking about health, the chapter is about health, it says that whoever has gratitude for their health and body, Health means the mental, physical, intellectual, everything. Okay, will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance of health to their body. This is the truth. Okay, please continue.
You may be sick or unwell now, or even in a lot of pain. But if you are reading these words, you are continuing to receive the gift of health. It can be very difficult to access feelings of gratitude when sick or in pain. But even the smallest bit of gratitude helps increase the magical flow of health to the body. Today's practice, Magic and Miracles in Health, is designed to dramatically increase your health and happiness. And we are going to take a triple branched approach to accelerate
Accelerate means increase, accelerate the results. So you all must be thinking that, or you must have experienced that when you are having a terrible headache or a stomach ache and you're vomiting. At that time, if somebody tells you, or you're having loose motions, and at that time somebody tells you to be grateful about your health, it will be little difficult. But now, if you are in the practice of being grateful, it will be the easiest thing to do that time, and your body will automatically heal itself even if you are in pain. Okay, tell me one thing, how many of you are having any kind of aches and pains in your body right now? How many of you are having? Anybody? Whether it's a toe pain or a knee pain or any pain, anything, your arm pain, your fingers, your wrist. Anybody is having any kind of aches and pains? Yes, no? Meher, you are having a stomach pain? Okay, just now, Meher? Okay, yes. Okay, nobody else. Okay, Meher, just keep with it. When we do the visualization, we'll see afterwards what happens. Okay, lovely. So now step one. Okay, I'm going to read these 3 steps. Step one is health you have received in the past. So today's chapter is going to teach us how to be grateful for the health that you have received in the past, present, and what do you want in future. So step one is health you've received in the past. Think about the great health you've received through your childhood. You all are kids now, adolescence and adult life. Adolescence is 10 to 19 years. Some of you are there in that age bracket. And adult life. Think about the times when you felt full of energy and you were happy. Recollect 3 separate times in your mind when you felt on top of the world. Say the magic words, thank you, and feel sincere gratitude for those times. If you think back to the big moments in your life, you will be able to recollect 3 separate times very easily. We'll do a visualization on this today. Okay. Step 2, health you've continued to receive in the present, right now where you are. What is the present moment? Is this moment. The 1 second which was there just 1 second back, that is also past. Right now, when time is in the vertical line, that is the present moment. So think about the health you're continuing to receive today and feel grateful for every organ, system, and physical sense that is currently working well in your body. Think about your arms, legs, hands, eyes, ears, liver, kidneys, brain, or heart. Choose 5 functions of your body that are well, and one by one mentally say the magic words, thank you, for each one. Step 3 is health you want to receive when in future. You're going to choose one thing you want to improve about your body. So everyone, please choose that one thing before we do the visualization. For today's magical practice, but you're going to use gratitude's magical power for it in a very particular way. Very, very important, this step. Think about the ideal state of what you want to improve. What is an ideal state? Ideal state means that the best state or the end result or the perfect state or the dream state or the final result. So each one of us, we know what is an ideal state, right? So supposing if I want to tell you that what is the ideal state of your weight? What is your ideal weight? All of you know now how much weight you are, and if you want to reduce or you want to increase, it's there in your mind. It's sorted in your mind. Everybody, yes, no? We all are conscious about our health. Yes, no? Who is not conscious about their health or the weight? Sorry, about the weight. Yes, okay. So I'm assuming all of us are conscious about our ideal weight. So you have to think about the ideal state of what you want to improve. So all of you, please identify one thing in your health. When you give thanks for the ideal state of anything, you put into motion to receive back that ideal state. This is what we have been doing in every chapter, and in this chapter also, that if whatever you give, it comes back to you. The law of attraction automatically puts that in front of you in your life, because you feel that is real. It is happening in the vertical line, in the now, in the present moment. Although although it's saying that you want to receive in future, because right now if your weight is 60 kgs and you want to bring it down to 55 kgs, it will be in the futuristic tense now, it will be in the future, but you are assuming that you have it right now. This is how you manifest. This is how manifestation works. So very often when a person is diagnosed with an illness or disease of some kind, they will not only talk about it a lot, but they will research the disease, gathering information about its possible worsening symptoms and dreaded outcomes. This has become a, it's become a trend now, that before anybody goes to the doctor, you do all the research, Google, and then you just, you just keep on asking questions to the doctor. And Google, when you Google everything, it's not necessary. Everybody can create a Google page. Anybody, even you can create a Google page giving all that information and knowledge. But one should understand that what is the source where this Google page was created. And most important is, if you're going to the doctor, have faith and trust in the doctor and do what the doctor tells you to. So, I mean, even why we are talking of the doctor, because this chapter is about health. Otherwise, also all the information of all the world, anything you want to ask, you can Google it and you can find it. So instead of gathering information, what are you doing when you're gathering information? You are actually giving more energy to the disease in your body. So stop doing that. You're giving more focus to the disease, and whatever you focus on, it happens. So the law of attraction says that we can't make a problem go away by focusing on it, because focusing on the problem can only make the problem worse. Instead, we should do the exact opposite and focus on the ideal state for the area of your body that is unwell, and give our thoughts and feelings to that. Gratitude for the ideal state of any part of our body powerfully uses our thoughts and feelings together, so we magnetize it to us in one fell swoop. You will not only, you will not understand how things work when you are just having faith and trust in the ideal state and you're visualizing that. And how do you do it? So let's read. Kashvi, you can start reading. Spend 1 minute.
Spend 1 minute in visualizing a scene of yourself with the ideal state of your body that you want. And as you see your body in your mind the way you want it to be grateful for it as though you've received it. So, if you want to magically restore health to your kidneys, be grateful for strong and healthy kidneys that filter and sift out of all waste products from your body. If you want to magically restore your health to your blood, be grateful for your pure and healthy blood that flows oxygen and nutrition to all parts of your body. If you want to if you want to magically restore health to your heart, give thanks for a strong and healthy heart that maintains the well-being of every organ in your body.
Yes, so we'll pause here. So, what are we supposed to do? 1 minute you have to visualize a scene with yourself, of yourself, whatever it is, whether you want to improve any the functioning of any organ, whether it's your respiratory system, whether it's your excretory system. There are many people in this world who when they wake up in the morning, they can't pass motions. There's some people who I know, 2-3 days together they don't pass motions, And if you are passing motions, the moment you wake up in the morning, your excretory system is so powerful. Just be grateful for it. Just be grateful for it. There are, I mean, even after taking so many medicines, they can't pass. Just imagine if you have a, you have the dustbin in the house, and one day if you don't empty the dustbin, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? There'll be so much of foul smell. And just imagine if 2 3 days you're not emptying emptying the, and you're not passing motions, then what happens inside? What happens inside the body? You feel uneasy, you don't feel, you feel lethargic, you feel lazy, and you don't understand what to do, and you feel cranky and irritable. How many of you have experienced this? Yes, no? Has anybody experienced this? Any one of you here on the call? Don't feel shy, just say it, because that's going to help you out. Okay, lovely, lovely. So and then it's very good. So whatever you're going to do is spend 1 minute in visualizing the ideal state. Whatever you want, just you close your eyes and visualize that. So if you want to magically restore health to your kidneys, so this is one example for the kidneys. I'm sure none of you would, I mean, you can just know as an information, but that's fine. And most important is, if you want to magically improve your eyesight, then what do? Give thanks for the excellent vision. Supposing you're wearing specs, but at least you can see with specs. Think about the people who are blind. They can't see. They can't see colors. They can't see anything in the world, and there's only darkness. They can't see the light. So think about those people and say, be grateful for the vision you have. Okay, thank you, Arya. Thank you. Thank you. If you want to improve your hearing, then give thanks for the perfect. At least you can hear. You can hear with your ears. There's some people who have to wear hearing aids, and then also they can't hear properly. If you want more flexibility, then give thanks for a perfect, supple and agile body. If you want to change your weight, then give thanks about the ideal weight. And this is not, it's not for, whatever we are reading, it is the way it has been told. If you do it, you will actually change whatever is required to change in your body, especially the weight. Imagine yourself at that ideal weight and give thanks for it as though you have received it now. So whatever it is that you want to improve, first imagine yourself in the ideal state, and then be grateful for the ideal state as though you have received it right now. So Meher, as you said that you have a stomach ache, you can just visualize, when we are visualizing, that the stomach is healthy, smiling, and it is full of health, and the ache. Don't say, I don't have a stomach ache. Don't say that, because the universe doesn't understand negative words. You will say, my stomach is smiling and healthy, and it's very happy. Okay, so whatever suits your mind, you can say that. So natural forces within us are the true healers of disease. What are the natural forces within us? Can anybody just guess what are the natural forces within us?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, there is courage. Then there can be like
No, when it comes to your health.
okay, the natural forces thus are our five senses and our organs, like the kidney, so that it just helps us remove the waste. Then the heart that pumps blood, then the brain that is organizing every part of the body to give the instructions what to do. Like if there is a car passing by, so the brain will give the information even in a millisecond that you've got to move. So the
Yes.
nerve, it will go through the nerves and reach your legs, and then you will just run away from there.
Yeah.
You won't get.
So you are correct to some extent, but here it's healers of disease. So, we're talking of disease. So when we talk of disease, our body has a natural pharmacy. The body has its own intelligence. Even if you have a cold and cough, if you start talking to your body, if you have a stomach ache, you start talking to your body that you can heal yourself. You heal yourself. Everybody understands the meaning of heal. What's the meaning of heal? HEAL, heal. That you can bring yourself into balance. Healing is bringing the imbalance in the body and mind back into balance. You can heal yourself. Okay. So if you want the exact meaning, you can look into the dictionary. What's the meaning of heal? Because that really helps us when we look into the dictionary now. It really makes a difference. The entire meaning changes at times. So it says cause to become sound or healthy again, whether it's a wound, injury, or a person, to become sound and healthy again. So heal is become sound and healthy again. And another word for heal is cure, remedy, make better, recover, and rebuild. Okay, so our body has its own intelligence. It gives us signs that something wrong is happening, and at that time, at the same time, there are, if we talk of the cellular level, there are cells in the body. There's more than 72,000 million cells in the body. Okay, and there are trillion cells in the body. Okay, there's 72,000 nerves in the body. There are 300 trillion cells in the body. So the body, there's endless, the body is made up of cells. So what happens, there are the patrol cells, there are the leader cells. So there is constant messaging going in between the cells. There are cells in an organ which are the leader cells. Every organ has a leader cell of its own. So they keep on messaging, that this is happening. There's an intruder. There is something. When a bacteria or a virus enters the body, then they start giving sign language. And then the inner healing power, there are the cells, they start healing themselves. They have that capacity, that power to heal themselves. So the natural forces within us, we all are born with this force of healing. We can actually heal ourselves. How can we do that? If we have a strong and powerful mind and we have faith in ourselves, we can actually heal ourselves. And who said these beautiful lines? Hippocrates, father of Western medicine. And it's maybe 3,000, 4,000 years ago this was said. He was in the Greek culture or what? Does anybody remember reading about Hippocrates in history? He was from Greece. Do you remember?
No, ma'am.
You've read it in history, anybody? He was the father of Greek medicine, I think so. Yeah, he was a Greek physician. The Google says he was a Greek physician. Yeah. So, and he has written this about 4,000, 5,000 years ago. So you can imagine, how much the cultures so many years back. So our ancient cultures, they were so progressed. They knew about everything. So Kashi, you can read from here. You can follow the magic and miracles in health practice every day.
You can follow the magic and miracles in health practice every day if you need to, and you can do it multiple times a day if you really want to accelerate the magical restoration of full health or the improvement of an aspect of your body. But it is vital that whenever you have a negative thought or feeling about the current state of your body or health, you replace it immediately by visualizing yourself with the ideal state you want, and by being truly grateful as though you've already received it. The most effective way to guarantee health other than taking good care of yourself physically is to continue to be grateful for your health.
Yes. So, I mean, I don't think so there's anything to explain over here. That this magic and this practice which the chapter is telling us to do is that you can do it multiple times in a day. And what is it? That whatever you want in your health, you just focus on whatever is desirable, whatever is your dream, whatever is the ideal state. Everybody knows the ideal state. Ideal state means that supposing you want, so when you wake up in the morning, you don't want to wake up lazy, lethargic, oh no, not another day, I want to sleep more, mom. If you wake up like that, that is not the ideal state. When you wake up fresh, you jump out of the bed and you're ready to do anything. You are active, you are happy, you are joyful, and you want to just enjoy. You're in that enjoyable state. That is the ideal state. So the ideal state, everybody knows about it. So you can just, you can just imagine the ideal state, and that's the best way how to visualize the ideal state. And when you do that, the most effective way to guarantee health, other than taking good care about yourself physically, is to continue to be grateful for your health. So continue to be grateful. Not at one moment you are grateful and the other moment you start complaining. No. Many of you must have seen and observed people. Supposing they have, what is the sound coming? Please take care of the sounds. Supposing they have a backache, they talk to some person, somebody comes and walks in the room and you say, I don't know why I'm getting a backache today. I really don't know. I'm not feeling comfortable. Then the second person they go to, again the same thing. Again, somebody calls them, again the same thing. Again, a neighbor comes in, oh, I'm not feeling well, I'm having a backache. So what are you doing actually? You're focusing on what you don't want, and you're giving more and more focus to the pain, to the problem. So more and more of it will keep on increasing. So what should you do? The ideal state, before the pain came in your body, how were you feeling? So visualize, go back in time and space to that ideal state. Say to your mind, feel it, visualize it, feel it, visualize it. Keep on doing till the time it goes away. So this is the way, this is what the natural healing is all about. Everybody understood this, and this, and with it, the added thing is that you be grateful for the ideal state. Okay, everybody is understood now? Yes, no? Yes, no? Everybody write it on the chat. If anybody is not understood, you'll understand better when we do the visualization. Okay, quickly read this magic practice number 16, Kashvi.
Magic practice number 16. Magic and miracles in health. 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. 2. Recollect 3 separate times throughout your life when you felt on the top of the world
Give sincere thanks.
and giving sincere thanks for those times. Think about 5 functions of your body that are well, and one by one give thanks for each one. Choose one thing about your body or health you want to improve, and spend 1 minute visualizing yourself with the ideal state of your body or health. Then give thanks for this ideal state. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words. Thank you for the best thing that happened during the day.
Thank you, Kashvi, for reading the chapter for us so beautifully. So what is a magical practice? You have to recollect 3 separate times throughout your life when you felt on top of the world. Till the time where you were born, till the time you're right now, whatever is your age, whatever you have, you must have experienced when you really felt very energetic, very powerful, very happy, and you were running here and there and you were quite excited. So those 3 moments you have to remember, and also think 5 functions of your body that are well. Functions means what? The respiratory system, the skeletal system, the excretory system, the digestive system, okay, the circulatory system. All of you must have read about this now in your science chapters. Yes, no?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, so you have to think of all those and you say thank you my respiratory system. So we are going to do a visualization just now. Choose one thing. Now this is really important. Choose one thing about your body that you want to improve, and then actually you will have faith that yes, something like, you know, when you really, so Meher, you still have the stomach ache? Yes, no, so that, you know, when we're doing the visualization you can work on it. Meher? Yes, a little bit. Okay. So let's do with the visualization. Everybody just sit with an erect spine. If you want, you can take the support of the chair, or if you're sitting down. If you don't need a support, it's fine. We won't do a longer visualization. We just take a little while. So take a deep breath in. Sit straight, palms resting on the knees. You're sitting on the floor. You can cross your legs in Sukhasana and sit in the normal cross-legged position. See if you can shut your eyes. Allow the upper eyelid to drop on the lower eyelid. And my invitation to all of you is just sit erect and without moving. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Take one more deep breath in and exhale out. And take one more deep breath in. Kashvi, can you mute yourself and exhale out? Thank you, Kashvi. And now just think about a time when you felt very, very happy, energetic, full of energy, and you actually felt top of the world. Just bring in that moment in front of your closed eyes right now. And actually you will find yourself smiling, as I can see few of you. Please close your eyes so that you can focus within. And say thank you. Thank you so much. Be as grateful. Thank you and give the reason. That moment, whatever it was, just give your reason. Thank you for what? So think of one more moment from the past where you felt really, really, really energetic and happy and joyful and excited. And you really felt on top of the world. One more incident which you can remember from your past. And say thank you. Thank you so much. And then one more incident, a happy moment, a joyful moment. As you remember that right now, you're reliving that moment. And it feels so nice, and say thank you. Thank you so much. You're saying thank you to that moment which came in your life. And then think about the present moment where you are having the arms which are functioning properly, the legs which you can walk with, the hands, your fingers, your thumbs, which you can work with. Throughout the day, you work with your fingers and be so grateful to the fingers. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for being there with me. Thank your legs, which take you from one place to another, through which you can run, through which you can walk, which you can stand and balance. Thank you, my legs. Thank you so much. And then look into your eyes, feel your eyes. Because of you, my eyes, I can enjoy seeing beautiful colors. I can see the sunrise. I can see the colors on the trees. I can see the colors of the flowers. I can see the colors of my clothes. I can see the face of my loved ones. Thank you, my eyes. Thank you so much. And then think about your ears. How beautifully you can hear. Just now you can hear every word that is being spoken because of the ears. Thank you. Thank you, my ears, for being there. Think about your heart, which is beating continuously from the time you were born. If you feel like, you can place your left palm on the heart center, slightly towards the center of the chest, slightly towards your left side, and feel the heartbeats and say, thank you. Thank you, my heart. You're so loving and kind. Thank you. And see how the heart talks back. It sends you those loving vibrations. And now choose 5 functions of your body. So thank you, my digestive system, for digesting whatever I eat. Thank you so much. Thank you, my circulatory system. Thank you. Thank you, my respiratory system. Because of you, I can inhale and exhale. Because of you, I can breathe in oxygen and all the cells get the oxygen. Because of you, the oxygen which goes in, I can digest my food. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, my reproductive system. Thank you to my muscular system. So many muscles which support this body. The movements of the body is possible only because of these muscles. Thank you, my muscles. Thank you so much. And then just choose one thing you want to improve about your body just now. You can choose anything. You can choose your eyes, you can choose your nose, even though the shape of your nose will not change, but you will start liking it. And it will be miraculous. Next time when you look in front of the mirror, you will actually start loving your nose. If you're not loving it right now, maybe or maybe not. So just choose that one part which you want to improve about your body. And think about the ideal state. Whatever you are expecting your body or your mind to be, think about that you have got it, you have received it. It's there, it's there. Visualize it. Visualize means imagine that the ideal state is there. The ideal state of the body and mind is there. If you have a stomach ache, just focus in your stomach. Feel your stomach smiling, happy, vibrant, full of vitality. Feel it. Feel it's dancing with joy. Feel the proper flow of blood in your stomach. Feel the proper flow of oxygen in your stomach. Feel your stomach is functioning 100%. It's in its ideal state. Just as it was before when the pain came. Feel it's there. It's the same as it was earlier. And say, thank you, my stomach. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for digesting all the food. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being there. Without you, where would the food go? Thank you so much. And feel as grateful as you can for your stomach. Think about the ideal state. Stay with it. Stay with it and feel it's there. You have it. Not that it's going to come, but you have that ideal state. It's there. Thank you. Thank you so much. And then very slowly Open your eyes. We just did the visualization for 6 minutes. How is everybody feeling? Awesome. Really good. Meher, what's happening to your stomach? What is your stomach saying just now? Yes, Meher? Is it still in a non-happy state? I'm feeling so much better and feeling that some magic just appeared and took away the ache. Wow, awesome. See, you all have the power within you. I'm feeling so happy. Wow. Thank you for being there, because I had been wanting to do a visualization since a long time, but you people just run away. So I really don't know what to do. We can do more visualizations like this. I'm feeling so happy. Very good. Feeling great, ma'am. Amazing. Awesome. Kashvi, you have anything to say? Can you write it on the chat? Okay, Vyom is saying you unmute us so that everyone can speak together. Huh, Vyom? How will I understand if all of you speak together? Kashvi, you can, okay, unmute yourself, Kashvi. Kashvi, unmute yourself. Yeah, Kashvi.
Ma'am, I was telling that after the visualization, I felt a lot happier because at first I was feeling a lot bad because when I didn't actually have specs and that my eyesight was a lot better in those days, but then I thought that maybe having specs felt a bit cool. So I wanted to have my own specs. So I just completely went box and kept watching TV all the time. I went PM, so I got specs. So now I regret it, but still I'm very happy that because of the specs I can see, because there are some people who having no specs can't even see with the some colors because their eyes have some problem and some people are blind. So I'm very happy for my
Very
eyes.
good, very good. So now you can keep on giving love and gratitude to your eyes, and you will notice that your numbers will decrease. Actually, it works. It works. So if you feel that you're really feeling regret about it and you want the specs to go, for all of those who want the specs to go, early morning when you wake up, before you wake up, when you are just not out of your bed, also when you're in that in between sleep state, you can just touch your eyes gently like this, and be as grateful as you can for your eyes, and say to your eyes, I love you. I love you. And think of the ideal state when you were not wearing specs, and just visualize that moment. And when you keep on doing this every single day, one day will come when your number will go away. Okay. Yes.
Ma'am, and I have another sharing that before
Did you
my
understand this? Did you understand this, Kashvi?
yeah, so I'll do this every day.
And Meher, you also? Yes, Kashvi, what are you saying?
Before my hair was very curly and like there's a lot of curls down there, and I even wanted my hair to get silky and smooth, just like my dad, because and my brother. So then I started feeling very happy because my friend Pia had a hair that they are so all curly. So I felt a lot happier that they're not all curly and that still I can comb my hair and then have the pony and all. So I was very happy, and then I don't know but how when my hair kept growing a lot. So my mom like because my hair started then I had a few haircuts and still I felt very happy, and then my hair like little by little my hair started becoming all silky again.
Very good, very good. Lovely. So now you all know how to heal yourself, right? Yes?
Yeah, ma'am, and this was not in this year. It was like when I was 4 or 5.
Awesome, awesome. Lovely. So now what you felt for your eyes, you can do that every day, and you can bring more and more magics in your health. Yes. Yes. So now,
Uh,
anybody has anything to ask, or do you want to? Yeah. Lovely. Anybody wants to share anything? Anything what you experienced? Vyom, you wanted to leave? You feeling sleepy? Okay. So yes, we can end today's session and bring more and more magics into your life, bring more and more sharings into this session so that everybody can benefit from your sharings, including you, because the more and more you share, the more and more magics will come in your life. And for those who haven't attended the session, I don't have anything to say. So that's okay. And you can also do for your friends and people who are not well. You can also do for them also. For you can also do for their health also. Okay, so anybody is trying that, you can share. So yes, everyone, thank you everyone for being a part of this session. And we're going to see you tomorrow. We all will meet tomorrow. Till then, goodbye, everybody.
bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for taking this session with us.
Thank you. Thank you.